What's going on, everyone? Today we've got a banger of a tactic here for you that is inspired by Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. I kind of am combining my tactical philosophies along with his and building the perfect tactic for the players at your disposal at Arsenal. But these tactics can be implemented with any side that deems a 4-3-3. So today, tested with Arsenal as well as QPR. Now, Arsenal, they ended up winning a treble, won the league on 96 points, won the Champions League as well as the Carabao Cup. And data-wise, it shows this is a pretty solid tactic. With these elite tier sides, you're probably going to be expected between 2.5 to 3.5 goals per game, maybe even higher, and definitely under a goal per game, probably even closer to 0.5 goals per game once you have an elite defense. When it comes to player production, everyone's going to be contributing goal-wise and assist-wise. As we can see here, we had 4 20-plus goal scorers, Bukayo Saka and Gabriel, both with 26. Gabriel is because of the set pieces, which you'll be able to download along with the tactics, which I'll get to in a moment. Gabriel Jesus had 23, Martinelli with 20. You have Odegaard with 18, Rice with 12, Saliba even with 11, and Sterling, who only started 11 games, with 10. Assist-wise, though, you got Odegaard with 37, Martinelli with 22, Saka with 16, Jesus with 13, Rice with 12, and Zinchenko with 11. So clearly, total team football, everyone's going to get involved with the goals and the assists. And then when it comes to QPR, they're supposed to finish in 22nd. They won the championship, so they did absolutely phenomenal with this tactic. They are one of those relegation fodder type sides, so probably expect 1.5 to 2.5 goals per game, but you will, once again, be conceding under a goal per game. That's absolutely fantastic from a side that should have been relegated and instead, due to the tactic, won the championship. Player production-wise at QPR, we got Zansalar with 23 goals, Elias Chair with 21, Michael Frey with 10. Assist-wise, you got Chair with 16 and Madsen with 11. With these lower-tier sides, you're going to need contributions kind of from everyone everywhere. Not to the extent that we saw with Arsenal, but everyone's going to need to contribute to get the team to where they need to be and potentially push for promotion if you are in a lower league, or even just try and push for a European spot if you are in the top league. And before we get into the tactic itself, we're going to break it down here on tacticalboard.com. So we've got a deep line forward up top, inside forward on the left wing, winger on the right wing, box-to-box midfielder, and advanced playmaker in the central midfield areas, the defensive midfield area, ball-winning midfielder, wing back on the left side, inverted fullback on the right side, 2 ball-playing defenders, and a sweeper keeper. Now, how this tactic is intended to operate is kind of how Arsenal play in reality, but also just making sure that this is going to get the best out of the Arsenal players, putting them in roles that really suit them and help them succeed. And that is what we saw in testing, not only with Arsenal, but also at QPR. The first area I'm going to highlight is the midfield. So we got the box-to-box midfielder and the ball-win midfielder. These are those Declan Rice roles. He can do very well in either one. You're going to want a Declan Rice type player that can kind of switch between the two off and on when you need them to, or just have 2 of those type of players to where they're easily interchangeable. They will make a world of difference for you. The advanced playmaker, that's Martin Odegaard role. He was absolutely fantastic, especially assist-wise. He was contributing goal-wise as well, as we saw. The winger, the Bukayo Saka role. He dictates this right side of the pitch due to us having the inverted fullback. This was the Ben White role. We got a deep line forward for Gabriel Jesus, so he can kind of drop down and kind of link up, build up into the final third, and as well as not only contributing assist-wise, but big-time goal-scoring-wise as well. Inside forward acts like a wide striker. That was Mr. Martinelli. We got the wing-back, Mr. Zinchenko. He's going to supply with an attack, so it'll kind of build up a little bit like this. You have the box-to-box come up, advanced playmaker, ball-winning midfielder, your winger supplying that with out to the right side. And then we have a back 3 form due to that inverted fullback, and you've got numbers back, you have numbers forward as well. Makes it very good defensively and very potent attacking wise, as we saw from what Arsenal did as well as QPR. And this is a system that can be used with anyone if you have the right players for it. So here we are with the tactic. Today's tactic is called Gormy's 4-3-3 for those about to rock. If you wish to give this tactic a go for yourselves, I'll be linking my Discord down below in the description. There's where you can download the tactic from the download section of the Discord. If you do not have Discord or you are on console, definitely feel free to just copy over all the roles, all the instructions yourselves. as I'm about to go over all of them in depth for you. So on the tactical board, already broke down what the roles are, but for those of you that just skipped to the tactic, we've got a deep line forward on attack up top, inside forward on attack at the left wing, winger on attack on the right wing, box-box midfielder on support with an advanced playmaker on attack in central midfield. Defense midfield, we got a ball-winning midfielder on support, wing back on support on the left, inverted fullback on defend on the right, 2 ball-playing defenders on defend at center back, and a sweeper keeper on support. Now the deep line forward on attack has dribble more, shoot more often, and close down more. Inside forward on attack has crosses aimed at center, shoot more often, close down more. Winger on attack has crosses aimed at center, shoot more often, close down more. Box-to-box midfielder on support has crosses aimed at center, dribble more, move into channels, close down more, and tackle harder. Advanced playmaker on attack has crosses aimed at center, close down more, and tackle harder. Ball-winning midfielder on support has dribble more. The wingback on support has cross more often, cross from the byline, crosses aimed at center, dribble more, stay wider, and tackle harder. Both ball-playing defenders on defend have dribble more and tackle harder. The inverted fullback on defend was left as is, and that sweep keeper on support was left unchanged as well. Mentality-wise, this is played with a balanced mentality. However, you can go positive or attacking if you wish to do so, make it a little bit more aggressive, go for more goals. But I would suggest starting with balance and then just kind of go up and tinker with the mentality as you are in games, because if you're needing to push for a goal late or you want to push for a win, that is when you definitely either go to the positive or attacking mentalities. When we are in possession, we have fairly narrow attacking width. We're overlapping on the left side with Zinchenko. We play out from the defense. We work the ball into the box, use mixed crosses in the final third. We have shorter passing directness and slightly lower tempo. We kind of want to create a tiki-taka style to our play, so we will go with slightly lower tempo, that shorter passing directness, as well as fairly narrow. You can choose to go all the way down to narrow and all the way down to lower tempo if you wish to do so as well. When in transition, we counter press and counter, distributing quickly to the fullbacks and center backs. Once out of possession, with a high press line of engagement, higher defensive line, and more often trigger press, which when it comes to the trigger press, due to having closed down more on, you can also choose to just have it on standard trigger press and it'll kind of operate the same. However, it works very, very well if you have more often as well as close down more on a majority of those roles. But with this tactic, for the level that you need to be at to kind of instill this system, you can use it with absolutely anyone. You just need to have the right players, and if you don't have the right players, just build into it. Don't expect to plug and play and you're just going to dominate everyone immediately. That most certainly can happen for you, but have some patience, build into the system, and you are going to be unbelievable the rest of FM24. When it comes to the tactical tweaks, kind of went over a few already. If you're wanting to play a bit more tiki-taka style, definitely feel free to lower that tempo to lower, go narrow, and even have much shorter passing directness if you wish to do so. When it comes to that press, you got closed down more on all of the roles. However, you can either take that off of all the roles and just have more often trigger press on, or take it down to standard if you wish to do that as well. Will kind of operate the same. But also, when we are talking about that mentality, if you want it to be a bit more aggressive, definitely feel free to go positive first. If it's still not as aggressive as you want it to be, then definitely feel free to go attacking. You will be an absolute beast with this system, no doubt, no matter what level you're implementing it at. So if you have enjoyed today's tactic and wish to give it a go for yourself, once again, I'll be linking my Discord down below in the description. Is where you can download the tactic from within the download section of the Discord, along with the set pieces that I used for today's tactic testing as well. And if you did enjoy today's video, please feel free, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, so on that sub button right now on screen will be popping up some most recent videos for you guys to check out if you wish to do so. Until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.